Hi there, welcome to Wyckoff Technical Analysis session for Kaspa. If you're new to my session, these are the 3 key topics I'll cover during the session. So let's start with the weekly chart of Kaspa. This is the very first session for Kaspa, and as you know, I usually add those tags, but this time, in order to save you time, I've already added the tags and the key levels, both in the weekly time frame and the daily. The only thing I haven't done yet is that these price levels I haven't typed in the number yet. But for a young coin like Kaspa, we have only 2 years of records, so it's a bit of a guess game as to how deep the price could go. Alright? Assuming what happened during October 2022 is the lower boundary for the long-term playground zone for now. Okay, let's hope it doesn't go lower than that, and as of this moment the price is staying around this level. This should be another key level, but for time reason, let's use another dash line to represent it for now. Okay, if we look to the left, there was a peak over there, a couple of candlesticks head and tails, and that's where the current price is finding support. So that's why I'm drawing this line. Let's use another color in order not to mix up with the center line for the long-term playground zone. Alright, so if we have gone through the preliminary support period during October and we have just seen the selling climax last week, let's assume that's the case. What Kaspa is going through now can well be the automatic rally. Okay, that's the stage right after the selling climax where there's some buying the dip activity. However, it doesn't mean the subsequent test, the second test, can't go lower than the selling climax. So if we look across to the left, there are other lower levels that the price can get to find support, basically. Okay, there are multiple. So be really careful that this current line at around 3 cents 80 is not the lowest, even though we have this automatic rally going on. And we can see a little bit of rejection when it comes close to the red key level of 17 cents 50. You see this wick from the top. When we get to the daily chart, we'll be able to see more. Actually, it's not 17 cents 50. Apologize. I have to actually change it to actually 6 cents 50. That's the actual level. Alright. That's the thing that I need to do before I actually talk, but I went too fast. Alright. This is 0.08. And then this one, the yellow key level, is 0.098. Okay, and then green key level. That's about 10 cents. 50. $105. Okay. Then eventually this is the ceiling of the long-term playground zone at around 11 cents 50. And then the light blue key level is 129 with a decimal point. Just quickly tidy up these key levels. The way I choose the key levels are by referencing the wicks and the head and tails of the candlesticks. The more you have, the better it is. I will choose at least 4 to 5 points, those areas or those levels with 4 to 5 points available. And then this blue key level of 1/4. Finally, last but not least, the purple key level of around 158. Okay, so that's for Kaspa. If this is the automatic rally and it's going to come down for second test, although I said it can go lower than the selling climax, that's not something we hope for. But at least for the subsequent weeks to come, the red key level of 0.065, assuming the automatic rally is going to stop here, and this line, this yellow dashed line where the selling climax tested, can well be the boundaries for the horizontal or sideways trading, for the coming period, until the macro environmental sentiments change. So if we look at the daily chart, that's exactly what or why I'm saying this may be the top of the automatic rally, because we see these wicks from the top, these volumes aren't low. This today, this white candlestick today that goes higher, is having a significantly lower volume compared to these days. So expect more tests to come back to lower levels. Alright, this is what we're expecting, and this may or may not happen. Let's remove it for now, and after that there can be more tests, and also there can be sign of strength, meaning it can come up and challenge the red key level again. Alright, so it's a bounce, 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 bounce. Right, that's what we are expecting. I clicked too much. This should be SOS, sign of strength. Okay, hope this is clear to you as the very first Kaspa session, as suggested by one of our community members. So I'm working on trying to use a special session to cover some other projects that's outside of the top 100 market cap, because quite a number of you have been asking. So stay tuned. I have the idea in mind already. I have to test how quickly I can cover, or how effectively I can cover a couple within a session.